Hello everyone, so I'm back doing game development for a little while, and I'm going to be participating in the GM48, which started last night, I think at 8 p.m. and runs until Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So it looks like the stream is running. So yeah, this is a Game Maker exclusive event. So I actually bought Game Maker Studio 2 from Steam during the summer sale. I think it was like 20 or 40% off. It wasn't that great of a deal, but still got it a little bit off. I think $60 or $80. But unfortunately, the version that I have can only make Windows desktop builds, which is kind of disappointing. I'd at least like to be able to make a web build, but to get the web add-ons like another $100 or so, or for I know other platforms are like $400, something crazy like that. So I already have Game Maker Studio 2 installed. It's got a nice new interface. It's kind of slick. So new. I don't know if I want drag and drop or Game Maker language. I'm assuming Game Maker language is the same. I don't know which one I want here. I want to do Game Maker language. Oh no, that's if I already have something already defined. So I did make a practice project, but now I'll be doing it for real. I just got like a simple sprite moving around. And I'm hoping to be able to reuse, or at least look at my last Game Maker project as a guide. I'm planning on doing a platformer again, but maybe adding shooting this time. So yeah, the theme, well, let me set this up first. It's a project. The theme is sacrifice. So I'm thinking about sacrificing. One of the sacrifices that I've made is to try to cut back on fast food and junk food. So I think this is going to be Junk Food Blaster, I believe. So I always make food games. I'm like the Weird Al. At least that's what they posted on Gama Sutra. I'm like the Weird Al of game development. I don't know if I gave myself that title, or I think I mentioned that in a post-mortem, and then it kind of caught on, at least with Gama Sutra. So this is Junk Food, not Fighter, Blaster. Or what was it? Junk Food Buster. Buster or Blaster? I don't know which one I want to use. Annihilator. Blaster, Buster. Yeah, I spent too much time thinking about names. I don't think I've used Blaster before. But the one thing I want to do is set up my repository. That's always a good idea, to set up your repository first. Code repository. So I use SourceTree by Atlassian, but I actually need to go to their website, actually. So I use Bitbucket, which is really nice. They do free hosting. I think there are limits how much you can hold, but for simple code-based, if you're planning on pushing builds, then it probably won't suit your needs. But if you just want to store code and simple assets, simple graphics, and audio, it has suited all my needs. And you get like unlimited repositories as far as I can tell. And there's no like limit on how much space you can use across all your projects. I think it's just like 2 gigabyte or something like that per project. So I want a new. Can I do a new repository? So this will be junk food blaster. Blaster? So I don't know if I like blaster. Yeah, junk food blaster, that's what it'll be. So, haven't existed. No. I just need the URL is all I really need. I don't like it how it makes it all lowercase. Copy. Okay, so forget about that for the moment. Let's go back to source tree. To add. I always get confused with this new interface. Remote. Junk. Boy, Sketchpad Adventure. That's a game that I never really did do much with. Junk Food Blaster clone. Clone. Why can't I clone this? Oh, do I have to select it? Well, that's dumb. You can't just press clone. You actually got to click on it and highlight it, then press clone. So, I think this is going to yell at me and say, oh, the folder already exists. Projects. I like it capitalized. Junk. Food. Blaster. Clone. I noticed a new version of Source Tree has weird little things like that. If you don't click things in the right order, then it doesn't want to work. But I am kind of surprised that it didn't yell at me because that folder. I guess if that folder had something already in it, then it would yell at me. But since it's just an empty folder, then it's okay. But if the folder didn't exist, then it would have created it for me. But what about the lowercase? I wanted uppercase. Maybe I didn't have that folder. Or maybe it renamed it to uppercase. I don't know. Okay, go away. Game Maker language. So I'm basically just setting things up and maybe getting something to move around. Not planning on doing a lot. It's 6 a.m. and I've been up all night. So, yeah, I'm not going to get much done. Yeah, I've been watching Evo and Tekken 7. I'm really into the Tekken 7 scene. I'm an old Tekken player since Tekken 2 back in, 1996 or 1997. So, been playing usually most of the installments. I used to go to tournaments, and back in the day, Tekken Tag 1 and Tekken 3 competed in those tournaments and did pretty well. Just local tournaments in the city in Georgia, outside of Atlanta, where I grew up. That microplay. I think I finished second a couple of times. Tekken Tag and Tekken 3. Okay, so let me think. Junk. I really did clean this up a little bit. Junk Food Blaster is a project name. Junk Food Blaster. I don't know why it has star there. It just doesn't seem right. So here's room 0. So I'll admit I've never, aside from that little test project that I've done the other day, I've never used Game Maker 2. But I've done a few games, 2 or 3 games in the original Game Maker. I'd say 2 real games in the original Game Maker. I'll probably be using Spriter again. So I want to have it where you shoot the food and then it blows up. But if you get hit by the food, you get fatter. I think that would be neat. I don't know if I'm going to do some scaling magic or just do separate sprites of the guy getting fatter. So we'll try to use Inkscape. I don't know really what aesthetics I'm going to use. I guess it will be like another cartoony, but I don't have like an environment or anything planned right now. So I guess it'll just be like outside or something. I'm not going to do any pixel art. This will all be vector-based art. Why does Inkscape take so long to start up? It's like Inkscape is actually slower than GIMP now. I'm pretty sure. It's like it takes Inkscape forever. So hopefully this won't be a colossal failure or anything like some of my other attempts. So how do I define how big? I want this to be 1280 by 720. Okay, that looks good. Can I zoom out? Wish I could zoom out. But I want a scrolling room. That's something I never did get working last time. Finally, Inkscape starts. I'm going to do something very simple. I should like cut this into four or five pieces. And stroke. Okay. Can I make this a little bit more rounded? Yes. I want some like little squiggly lines in this too. Or maybe I could put a little, I don't know, a lighter. Let me do a there we go. So the fill will be, I don't know, I don't want any stroke. The fill will be very light. White. Be nice if I could have like a darker shade around here, but oh well. Okay. File, save as. Go ahead and set our. Hopefully this will remember. The fact that it came up on Minor Madness when I tried to save, that's a good sign. So it doesn't like revert to some default directory every time. That drives me up the wall when I have to dig through folders every time. So there's my project. I'll go ahead and create another one. Sprites. Floor. But really, I just want to export this. Export PNG. Let's make this 32 by 32. I think this is the one where I have to dig every time. Drives me nuts. Projects. Junk food blaster. Floor. Oh. But that doesn't export it. You got to press export after to actually do it, which is kind of like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Sprites. So how do I add file? Go ahead and save our project. From what I remember, everything in GameMaker, at least GameMaker 1, was pretty straightforward. Except for the running and jumping, which I'm hoping to use some existing code for that. Or at least use it as a guide. Okay, that's fine. Does it automatically save that? Don't know. Room 0. Can I rename this? Layers. How do I rename? There we go. Level 01. I got sprites here. This will be floor 01. So now I need an object. Did they not have object? Oh yeah, they do have an object. Create. That's interesting. OBJ floor 01. So this really should be spur floor 01. Sprite spur. Okay. It's solid. Okay. So now if I can remember how I paint. There we go. Can I flood fill? Can I just... How do I delete? Used to be an easy way to delete. Play. Okay. New. Can I change this to landscape? $1280 by $720. Okay. Can I move this over? Okay. So I think I gotta use a rectangle. Now I'll make some clouds. Where's the outline? I want these to be a little bit thicker. Whoa, I don't want them to be that thick. Maybe 2. No, let's do 4. That's good. So I want to join all these guys. Actually, I want to bring one more out. Object, join, no, union. There we go. File, save as, BKG. File, export. I need my exporter over here. Export page. 1280 by, oops. 1280 by 720. Now, why doesn't it remember where I saved the last one? Good grief. Or at least make it a quick access. How do I quick access these? Quick access this sucker. How do I add this to quick access? BKG Sky. Export. I want this on quick access. There we go. Pin to quick access. I can unpin Sandwich Maker Pro. Okay. File, save, file, export, export. So I think backgrounds is like a different type of animal. It isn't a sprite. Maybe it is a sprite. Ooh, I can do a tile set now. That's interesting. It'd be nice if I could split these up into like top and side and bottom. Background. I guess it is a sprite. Create. Import. Background sky. 1280 by 720. Okay. That all looks good. Oh. Spur. BKG sky. Okay. I think that saves it. Background. Spur BKG sky. That looks good. A little bit big. A little bit overstretched, I think. I wish I could zoom out. I just need to know how to tell it how many tiles there are. That looks pretty good. I think I do need to fix this. This actually needs to be 3 over. That'd be 96. Why does it keep changing it? Okay. File, save. Now I wish I could break these up into 3s. I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Maybe make it a little bit darker, I don't know. I don't know. There's like no easy way to split this up. Okay. So give me a little capsule guy. Fill. Okay. File. Let's go name this player front now. Really, I don't even think I want to do this much. Oh, did I not fix the size? That's fine. Okay. Where did my room go? Okay. What? What happened to left alt plus left to paint? Oh, there we go. So, I admit I'm going to look at some code that I wrote in the past. File open. What's my last game? It was Shape Quest. No, it was Minor Madness. Scripts. Can you not look at scripts? Oh, here we go. Player screen. No, I think it's more than this. There's like a whole bunch of gunk on where there's collided and this and that. Huh. Yeah, it's more than that. That may have been the original version. Well, here's scripts. I wonder if I can run Game Maker 2 and Game Maker 1 at the same time. That'd be interesting. I definitely want to get this stupid collision right, because if it has cruddy collision, then it's gonna feel like a cruddy game. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to go to sleep in a little bit. Oh. Yeah, and if you look up platformer code, it brings up like a million different examples, and a lot of them aren't that great. They don't do the correct way of doing collision. Objects, player, step. Okay, okay, this is what I need right here, which is off screen, but that's okay. Step. Okay. Move left gets keyboard check VK left. Move right gets keyboard check VK right. Jump gets keyboard check VK space fall gets keyboard check released VK space. If move right. I forgot where to find these variables. HSP, it's move speed. Image X scale gets -1. Create. Okay. Save. Add event. Create. Image speed gets 0.5. Grav gets 1. HSP gets 0. VSP gets 0. Jump speed gets -14. Move speed gets 12. Is grounded. There must be no bool in this. You have to use numerics in place of true and false, I'm assuming. Okay. Move. Okay, that's right. If move left, HSP gets minus move speed. Image X scale gets 1. If not move right and not move left, HSP gets 0. If place meeting, I don't know if I want to do this right now. X, add and assign HSP. Just going to test this. It's backwards, but oh well. Go ahead and fill in the rest of the floor here. Wish there was a way to scroll this view. Oh, I guess you gotta hold shift. Okay. Okay. Can go off screen. I don't know about that. Oh, hold control and then you can scroll out. So yeah, I'm looking at code that I had previously written to figure out how to do this. Place. Now this is a time I'd kind of like to use a tag or something instead of saying if it equals this certain object, like obj floor 01. Because I got to rewrite this for every single different type of object it can collide with, which isn't what I want to do. HSP does not equal 0. HSP equals 0. Gets the 0. While not place meeting x plus sign of HSP y obj block. This probably isn't the greatest way to do it. It's just like inching it over. I guess that's the only way you'll know. Just inch it over. But if you could get a reference of what that object is, you could probably, with math, figure out how much you want to move it over. Without having to go pixel by pixel. Okay, so, uh-oh. Abort, abort. What? Not set before reading it. Oh. What isn't set? I don't get that. Oh, it actually has a little countdown up here. That's kind of nice. That works pretty good. Still not perfect. Subtract from the sign. Maybe it's complaining about HSP. I don't know. Okay, that's still complaining. Just says not set before reading it. That's not very helpful. X plus sign of HSP object block. Oops, was this the problem? That extra space? I won't believe it if that was the problem. Yeah, that wasn't the problem. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to move it up to the boundary there. So before it was not going all the way to the boundary, now it is. I really feel that this limits me to one type of ground block. If you're jumping and you're grounded. Gonna add jump speed to your vertical velocity. Gonna play a sound. If fall and not is grounded and VSP is less than -1, then VSP gets a -1. If you're not grounded, gonna add gravity. Still not falling. Is grounded as 1. Jump. Did I not add space in here? Jump gets keyboard check vacate space. I never do add vertical velocity. Y and assign VSP. So at least she's falling now. Place meeting XY plus VSP OBJ floor 01 and VSP is less than 0. While not place meeting XY plus sign VSP OBJ floor 01 Y and assign sign of VSP, then VSP gets 0. If place meeting XY plus VSP OBJ floor 01 and VSP is greater than 0, var CC, CC gets VSP plus 1, while not place meeting XY plus 1 object floor 01 and CC is greater than or equal to 0. Y add and assign 1. I wish it would fix the indentation of the closing braces. Is grounded gets 1. VSP gets 0. Y and assign VSP, and the rest is just animation. Not going to worry about animation right now. Yay. So yeah, this is like already stable, more stable than my last game. Oh no, I got stuck in there somehow. Somehow weird. Yeah, he can actually fall into here. But anyway, I think this is a good start. I think I'm going to call it quits there for right now. I'm going to get some sleep and come back to this a little bit later. So yeah, I'll be back. Don't worry. But I got the base working, which it's always good to just get something working. And yeah, it looks like that took about 54 minutes, so just about an hour. Write a game in inline assembler in C++. Why? This is GM48. You have to use Game Maker. Yeah, really not taking requests right now. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching.